Yes, look at this. In this triangle, see, as per the statement, once again look at this. A line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points. So here, D is a line parallel to BC, intersecting AB and AC at two distinct points. So intersecting AB at D and AC at E. These are the two distinct points. So that is as per the data. Here look at this. A line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points. Two distinct points. Now, what you have to prove that the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Other two sides, which are the other two sides? AB and AC are the other two sides. So these two are divided in the same ratio, means AD by BD should be equal to AE by CE. So now let us draw the whatever that is given hypothesis, we will write in the form of words now. Given. So what is given in the statement, we have to write with reference to this diagram. What is given? A line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct point. This is given. Now this statement you have to write with reference to this diagram. So here in triangle ABC, let me write what is given here. In triangle ABC, so we can write here in triangle ABC. So we have taken, what is the line parallel to BC? So we have taken DE parallel to BC. So DE parallel to BC intersects AB at D and AC at E. So this is the data that we have written here. So DE parallel to BC intersects AB at D and AC at E. So that is the data. Now, what is to be proved here? To prove, what we need to prove here? We have to prove that, see the conclusion you have to write. What is the conclusion here? The other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So here, which are the other two sides? That is AB and AC. They are divided in the same ratio. So that means AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. So you have to write here to prove that AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. So this we need to prove here. So look at this. The given is triangle ABC in which DE parallel to BC, and this D and E are such that we have to prove that AD by BD is equal to AE by C, that we have to prove now. Now here we need an additional construction here. So what is the construction? Let us see now. So to prove this theorem, we need some additional work. So we need to construct something extra. So what is that? You look at this now. So I am going to join this B. So let us join this one. So you have to join B. Then again DC. So we have joined BE and DC and draw the perpendiculars to this one. So perpendicular from here. So let us draw a perpendicular line like this. You call this as perpendicular like this. Another perpendicular from here to the other side. So these two are perpendiculars. So what is the purpose? I will tell you later. So we have to draw perpendicular lines to these two sides, AB and then AC. So for, let us take this as M, point M, and this one as N. So EN perpendicular to AB, DM perpendicular to AC. So now what additional work we have done? Let us write in construction. What is that we have done? We have joined BE and CD. So that we will write here. Join BD and BE. It is BE. Join BE and CD. BE and CD. So then what is that we have done? We have joined BE and CD. Later, draw EN perpendicular to AB. Draw EN perpendicular to AB. And then another perpendicular line. DM perpendicular to AC. DM perpendicular to AC. So this is an additional work we have done, construction. This is what we have to prove, and this is what is given. So these are all written with reference to the diagram only. Given the hypothesis of the statement. To prove that, that is the conclusion, what we have to prove. To prove this, we need an additional information, additional construction that we have done here. So we have joined this BE and CD, and we have drawn the perpendicular lines. So two things, we have joined BE and CD and drawn the perpendiculars, two perpendiculars. So why we need perpendiculars? To find the area. So area of triangle, you know. So let us write this. What is the area of triangle ADE here? So in the proof. So let us write in proof. So we'll go to the proof now. So come to this triangle now. Here look at this triangle. In this triangle we have ADE. ADE is a triangle in which EN is perpendicular. You can apply this as a base and this as altitude. So now I will write here. So in triangle ADE, in triangle, so you can write in triangle ADE. In triangle ADE, area of triangle ADE, area of triangle ADE is equal to half into, so I can write base into height. So let us use this one. So that is half into, what is the base here? Look at the diagram. What is the base here? AD, altitude is EN. AD into EN. So I will write base AD into EN. Altitude is EN. This is area of triangle ADE. Okay. So this is a one part. So let us keep this as 1. Similarly, now come to this another triangle. Look at this triangle, this triangle, this triangle. So I will shade this one. If you want this, I will shade this. So this triangle, you see what is the area of this triangle? Can you tell me what is the area of this triangle now? What is the area of this triangle? Half into base into height. I will take this BD as base. BD as base. Now altitude will be, it's an obtuse angle triangle. This is an obtuse angle triangle. So this will become perpendicular, will be outside the triangle. Okay. So if I draw like this obtuse angle, look at this. This is an obtuse angle triangle means. Suppose this is a line BD. So where the altitude will come, perpendicular will fall outside on the extended part. So this will become altitude. Same thing here. I will take BD as base, altitude is EN. So I will write here BD as base. Area of BD in triangle BD. So area of BD, area of triangle BD is equal to, so again you can use half into base into height. So that is half into, what is base, what is height, you tell me here. So what is base here? BD, EN is altitude. So EN is altitude, BD into EN. So I will write here BD into EN. So this is area of triangle BD. So this is the second one. We got another triangle, second triangle. This is area of triangle 2. Now same triangle ADE, area of triangle ADE. So area of triangle ADE, I will find out in different way. That is half into base into height. I will change the base here. Half into base into height. So that is area of triangle ADE. So let us change the base here now. Look at this triangle ADE. In the previous case, what was the base we took? We took base as AD height as EN. Now let us change the base. Instead of taking AD, you can take AE as the base. What is the altitude, corresponding altitude for AE? DM. DM. AE into DM. Let us use this one. So we will write AE into DM. Half into. So we will write here half into base AE. Altitude is DM. So this is the another equation we wanted. So this is, let us call this as third one. Now one more triangle is there. We will come to this diagram. Look at this diagram. So here we have another triangle, this one. Instead of this one, so you take this triangle now. So I will draw like this triangle. You take this triangle. Same, it is also an obtuse angle. I take this as CE, and the altitude for this corresponding this triangle altitude will be DM. DM will be the altitude. CE is the base. So area of triangle DCE. So let us write area of triangle DCE. So you can write, so area of triangle DCE. Again use the formula half into base into height. So I will write area of triangle DCE is equal to half into base here. So what is the base I have taken here? CE. Altitude is DM. CE into DM. So you can take CE into DM. Base here CE into DM. So this is another equation. We call this as 4 now. Okay. Now we got, look at this in the previous case. So what we got, look at this here. So we have area of ADE by area of ADE and BDE, and in the next page same ADE by DCE. Here ADE by BDE, ADE by DCE. So let us take the ratio first one. So area of ADE by, so let us take area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle BDE. So what is that ratio? Let us see now. So area of ADE by BDE. ADE by BDE I want. So in place of ADE I can write half into ADE into EN. Half into ADE into EN. So I will write here half into AD into EN. So here, so you can write half into, what is that area of BDE? Area of BDE, look at this, area of BDE, half into BD into EN. So I can write here half into BD into EN. So I will write here BD into EN. So now, what we can cancel here in this ratio, look at this ratio, half and half cancels, 1 by 2 cancels here, EN and EN cancels. What will remain here in this ratio? We will left with only AD by BD. Okay, so this I can call this as, you can call this as fifth one. So you all got, what is the ratio? One ratio you got, ADE by BD you got. Similarly, I will take another ratio, area of triangle ADE, but not this one. So area of triangle DCE. What is that DCE? We have done here. This one. Area of ADE by DCE I will take. ADE half into AE into DM. So I will write there half into AE into DM. So this is equal to half into AE into DM divided by half into DCE. So what is DCE? Look at this. What is DCE? Half into CE into DM. Half into CE into DM. We can write here. So half into CE into DM. So what happens here? You can cancel 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and DM and DM. So you are left with AE by CE. So this is another equation you got. So that is equation 6 now. Sixth step here. Now look at this 5th and 6th here, left hand sides are 5th and 6th. Numerator you see, area of ADE, area of ADE, both are same. Numerators are same. What about the denominators BDE and CDE? So denominators are BDE and CDE. Look at this triangle. BDE means this triangle, CDE means this triangle. Tell me whether they are equal or not. BDE and CDE, whether they are equal or not.
Equal, sir.
Can you tell me what is the reason why they are equal? BDE is equal to CDE. Can you write? Look at this, same base for both. Same base for both and between the same parallel lines. Triangles on the same base between the same parallels are always equal in area. So triangles on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. So therefore I can write area of triangle ADE, divided by area of triangle BDE should be equal to area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle DCE. I can write here. So because triangle BDE is equal to triangle CDE. So they are the triangles on the same base and between same parallels. So they should be equal in area. So since these two left hand sides are equal, ADE by BDE, I can write AD by BD. In place of ADE by BDE, I can write AD by BD. In place of ADE by DCE, I can write AE by CE. So therefore, these two sides are equal. The left hand sides are equal. I can write this right hand sides also equal. So the conclusion is, I can write, so since these left hand sides are equal, I will write, so therefore AD by BD, so is equal to AE by CE. So I can write AE by CE. This is the proof of the theorem. Why I wrote like this? Because this is equation 5th and this is 6th, and you can take this as 7th. If you want, this is 7th. So now compare these three, 5th, 6th and 7th. So the left hand sides, whatever that we have taken here, are equal. Naturally the right hand side should be equal. That is what is the proof of this theorem. Start. So now, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, this is first part of this statement. Let us divide this into two parts. This is the first part. Then what you have to prove? Then you have to prove this. This is, the line is parallel to the third side. This we need to prove here. So the given is this much. A line divides two sides of a triangle in the same ratio. Looking this, you have to draw the diagram. So what is the diagram you can draw with this reference to this statement? What diagram we can draw? A line which is dividing two sides of a triangle in the same ratio. That means we will draw a triangle here. So you can draw a triangle here. Triangle ABC. In this triangle ABC, so let us take a line divides two sides. I will take two sides as AB and AC. These two sides are divided by one line. So let us draw a line. This is a line. So you call this as DE is a line which is dividing this. What is that they are telling? A line divides two sides of triangle in the same ratio. Same ratio. That means AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. So with reference to this, you have to write the statement what is given here. So given, you tell me with reference to this triangle now. So in this triangle, in triangle ABC, DE is a line intersects the sides, two sides AB and AC in the condition that, so AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. In triangle ABC, otherwise you can write a line drawn, DE is drawn such that AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. Like that you can draw. Now what? The second part to prove that. So what we need to prove here? That is the second part of this statement. The line is parallel to third side. Which is the third side? Already we have taken two sides. What is the side which is left out? That is BC. That means DE is parallel to BC. We need to prove that. So DE parallel to BC. We need to prove DE is parallel to BC. See, by looking the statement itself, we have written the diagram and these two. So this is given and this is what we have to prove. So now we can prove this one. So before we prove that, so look at this. It is given that AD by BD is equal to AE by C. Keep in mind. Okay. So then let us go to proof. Proof here. So let us assume that. Let us assume DE is not parallel to BC. DE is not parallel to BC. Okay, so here it is not given actually, it is parallel. So but it is dividing AD and BD. AD by BD is equal to AE by CE that we are having. Let us assume this right now it is not parallel. If this is not parallel, then there must be one line which is parallel to BC. There should be one line parallel to BC. If this is not parallel, then there must be one line parallel to BC. Let us draw that one. So I know that DE only parallel, but let us assume that there is another line which is parallel to BC passing through this D. So let us take this is a line parallel. So we are assuming that's all. So E dash, we call this as DE dash is parallel to BC. So let us assume that we are assuming that DE is not parallel to BC means then there must be a line. Then there must be a line DE dash parallel to BC. That is parallel to BC. DE dash parallel to BC. See, for any line you can, suppose if there is a line, you can draw some line parallel to BC now. So in the same way, you can draw one line parallel to BC here. This is a line BC. We are assuming that this is not parallel. And if this is not parallel means there should be one line parallel to BC. That I have taken like this. It is our assumption only. We have to prove that this is wrong. So DE not parallel to BC, then this should be parallel to BC. So DE dash parallel to BC. Now if DE dash parallel to BC means, what is the basic proportionality theorem says? By basic proportionality theorem or by Thales theorem. So by Thales theorem, what you can conclude, you tell me? In triangle ABC, I have taken DE dash parallel to BC. Apply the Thales theorem now. DE dash parallel to BC. What is the Thales? AD by BD is equal to? Good. So you have to apply because this is parallel. So we will write AD by BD is equal to. So AE dash by CE dash. So you call this as 1. AD by BD is equal to, this is by theorem, AD by BD is equal to AE dash by CE dash. That is by basic proportionality theorem. But what we are having here, look at this. What is that? AD by BD is equal to what? So you can write, but AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. It is given in the data. Look at the given data. AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. What we are having, look at this here. These two equations you see. One, the second one. Observe the left hand sides. Both the left hand sides are equal. So from 1 and 2, what you can conclude here from these two? Left hand sides are equal means right hand side should be equal. AE dash by CE dash, AE dash by CE dash should be equal to AE by CE.
AE by
AE by CE. See, just we compare these two. AD by BD is equal to AE dash by CE dash, and here also AE by CE. Since the left hand sides are equal, right hand side should be equal. So now equating this one. So now we are look at this by looking this. Let us add 1 to both the sides. Add plus 1 both sides. What happens you see? AE dash by CE dash plus 1 is equal to AE by CE plus 1. So CE dash will be the LCM. So what happens? This will become AE dash plus CE dash is equal to, again here CE will be LCM. So AE plus CE. So look at this diagram. AE dash plus CE dash. Diagram, you see the diagram now. See the diagram. AE dash plus CE dash. Sum of these two. What is that? AE dash plus CE dash?
AC.
AC. We can write AC there. So in place of this, I can write AC. So here I can write AC by CE dash. CE dash. Here AE plus CE same way. Look at the diagram. So AE plus CE. AE plus CE. That is also same only. So there you can write AC by CE. Now look at the numerators. AC and AC are same. Therefore, what you can write? So it implies what we can conclude? CE is equal to CE dash. CE is equal to CE dash. Look at the diagram. Look at the diagram. CE and CE dash are equal means, is it possible? No. When it is possible, CE is equal to CE. See, same line at a distinct points we are taken. This is possible only if E and E dash coincides. If E and E dash coincide, that means B dash is not a different one. D dash and DE are both one and the same. So therefore you can conclude that this is not possible. So you can say that this is not possible. So this is not possible unless E and E dash coincides. So that means D and D and D dash are one and the same. One and the same. So they both are same. So therefore, you can write D dash is parallel to BC. What is the conclusion? What we wanted to prove here? We wanted to prove that DE parallel to BC. So therefore, we can write DE is parallel to BC. So therefore, DE is parallel to BC. We are drawn DE dash parallel to BC. Since E and E dash are same, therefore DE must be parallel to BC. So here in the statement we have taken D dash parallel to BC. Since we proved that E and E dash are same, therefore DE parallel to BC. Assumption, we have taken D dash parallel to BC. We have proved that E and D dash are one and the same. So therefore D and D dash are same. So therefore DE parallel to BC. That is the conclusion.